Okay, so thanks to Scott Matosky, right? We have this new film, and yeah, boy, it's oh man, it is just very unsettling. No Tears in Heaven is from Michael Caissie, I think. He writes and directs from a story by Alexander Nistratov. The film is produced by Bernard Salzman and Michael Caissie. It is executive produced by Alexander Nistratov and Michael Tadros Jr. It is line produced by Stephen Durham and Hidi Kiwanka. Randy Caissie took care of the music. Gevorg Juggeryan was down with the cinematography. Okay, Brady Hallengren edits the piece. Casting was Debbie Sheridan, with Sarah Upchurch on production design. Hair and makeup, we've got Tabitha Davis and Ashley Richardson. Who else do we have here? Special effects, we've got Nate Bright and Jen Ortega. Gary Casper on stunts. Okay, so our cast. Well, Alex. Alex is played by Luke Baines. A younger version of Alex is played by John McDonald. His mother is played by Gwen Van Dam. And a younger version of the mother is played by Kathy Butler Sandfoss. We then have got, well, I guess some of the victims, right? There is, oh gosh, what are the names? We have, okay, yes. Michelle Pokapak playing Lynn. I think that's the girl we see at the very start. There is then Gabriella Westwood, who plays Patricia. We've got Trish, played by Audrey Neal. Vicky, played by Tatjana Marjanovic. And I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, there's Alex's father, played by Ilya Fora. All right. So, yes, we've got Peter, played by Laurie Roach. There's the store clerk, played by John M. Johnson. Simon, played by Jake Marlowe. Ryan, played by Jamil Khan. Detective Watts, played by Mark Wilson. All right, we have got the handyman, played by Win Rightshirt. Officer Jones, played by Eric Fellows. The dog owner, played by Gary Casper. All right, the neighbor, Princess Elmore. Yeah, I think the diver played by Nate Bright. That's basically it. The gist of the story, right? What is all of this about? In Alaska's winter darkness, a mother and son transform their house into a nightmare, drawing people in for abuse and cannibalism. So this is about real events, which, man, this is just what nightmares are made of, essentially. You know, I've not heard of this case, but fuck. Right? Once you watch it, you can see how this could happen. You know what I mean? It's very believable, right? We open off with Alex, right? He narrates parts of this, and he's talking about how the town he lives in has been affected by unemployment and poverty, just all of that, right? It's in decay. And he thinks he's doing his part to eradicate that, right? Now, throughout the film, we get these little flashbacks to Alex as a kid and some of the things, you know, he had to put up with, right? Being beaten up by local kids, teased, abuse from his father, just all of these different things, right? And you're like, oh, yeah, none of these are good, right? None of these things are good. Oh, there's a bit where he's in, I think he's in a detention kind of unit, and he talks about something that was done to him there, and you're just like, oh God. Oh God. I mean, listen, what the thing that gets done to him, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, hey, if you listen to things like Your Mum's House, you've heard of it, right? But it's one of those things that's not, it doesn't sound like you would want it done, right? But if it is done, you'd want it done by someone that has a modicum of care. And this ain't it, right? This ain't it. So there's just trauma on trauma on trauma. But boy, the things that Alex and his mum do are horrific, right? Horrific. It's, you know, this sadistic cycle of, as I say, like, entrapment and cannibalism. And I think it is so chillingly played. Right? Luke Baines is just so unsettling as Alex. Like, it is, oh man, it's just unnerving as fuck, right? And the thing is, you're watching this, and the beginning of it, it's not like, it's creepy, you know what I mean? Like, watching it play out and the traps that are laid and all of this kind of thing is creepy. But as the film goes on, it just gets, oh man, like, I think in the last third of the film, that's when it gets just super, oh man, like, it really goes a degree in our last, because what the film is, it's about an hour and 40 minutes. So yeah, the last 35 minutes, 40 minutes are just, they're not great. I mean, when I say they're not great, what I mean is, like, it's just, it amps up, right? Now, the acting is fantastic, right? All the story, the way it's told and all of this works so well. But, man, you're just like, because I think the beginning, you're like, yeah, okay, this is grim. But it's not overly graphic and all of that kind of thing. But yeah, this film, it just, and it's not like it's getting too crazy, right? It's not like Saw or Hostel or anything like that. But you do see some stuff, right? You do see some stuff which is like really well done when you think about it, right? Showing bodies in certain states and all of this. It's done very well. But man, you're just trapped in this. Whew, it's like a kaleidoscope of horrors, right? It's just no. Oh my boy. It is just crazy. Crazy. Like, it's one of them ones where you see things are gonna happen and you're just like, don't do that thing, don't do it, don't do it, do it. And the people are gonna do it, and you're just like, no. Oh man. And you're hoping it goes well for some, and but you know how these things are. And especially when it's based on real shit, right? It's based on real shit. Like, you want to know how much is like straight up facts. Because I think when you're dealing with stuff like this, there's a little embellishment, and there's also the fact that you're not necessarily getting the full facts, the full truth from, the evil fuck doing it all, right? Like, that's the big thing. Is this person really gonna tell you everything? Because they only found so many bodies, but then they found evidence of a whole heap of other shit. So you're just like, how much further did it go? Right? What are these the worst things that these people did? There is a part where because I think the film does a really good job of, I think, showing us enough stuff to kind of make you have an understanding or thinking of how this happened. But then towards the end of the film, we get this flashback that really does show you. I mean, well, there is two things that we get shown that you're just like, oh boy. And the second one especially, because you kind of see a lot of the genesis of, and it really, I think it changes your viewpoint a little bit, right? And so I think, the way they do that is really good. Because you're thinking one thing and then it completely flips, right? And especially with some of the closing scenes as well, it's just, we do get a little bit of the history at the very end. They do there's some text that comes on screen that lets you know what kind of happened and all of this, Like, I guess it would have been interesting to get a bit more on why the very end thing happened, right? But other than that, this is a really well put together piece. It's, just because it's filmed in it's set in Alaska, so you do get that sense of closed in, right? Because it's dark so much of the time, and especially with this town, you get a sense there's not a whole lot to do, right? And so you get that sense from the people, the setting, just the way, it's been dressed and lit and all of that kind of thing. You get that. So, this film, man, it's, right, it's not a feel-good movie, right? It's not a feel-good movie. If you're having a bad day, you might not want to watch it, but it kind of depends. Because anyone that really loves those true crime documentaries and dramas and all of this, right? Jeffrey Dahmer documentary and just all of that, if that's your thing, oh man, you're going to be all over this, right? You're going to be all over it. So yeah, it depends on the stuff you like, right? Because if you love all of that, then yeah, this might cheer you up on a bad day. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you're a fan of Dexter and all of that, then yes, No Tears in Hell is most definitely going to be for you. It drops on VOD on the 12th of August. So, no, 12th of August. So, yes, people, enjoy, right? Enjoy if this sounds like it's for you.